here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow, wow.
Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
It is I, the hidden hand responsible for everything going on in Fromland, the JH Review, back here again, just in time. Man, y'all don't know the time crunch I was under. I wasn't even able to fit in my intro today. Gotta start with hate. Who we putting in the box? Who we putting in the box this episode? The boy White in the box, y'all. The boy White was sassy this episode. He was real sassy this episode. Will you help me? No. He walked off. I gotta go with Elgin, man. Nasty work. Nasty work. I'm about to talk about him in just a second. I think he's gonna be my first segment. Elgin. I'm gonna put Elgin in the box. Elgin was diabolical this episode. We gotta give this man his own segment. Surviving Elgin. This guy's nasty. He is nasty. Y'all see this right here? Drink this. Take that, take that. E Diddy. I didn't like that. I had to put him in a box just for this right here. That was nasty. He gave me date grape vibes. Date grape vibes for the algorithm. Yes, surviving Elgin. Surviving Elgin. I got the documentary. Yep, I'm producing it. Elgin is already in Komodo Woman's box. Dirty joke. I don't know. I kind of want to throw Fatima in this box for how excited she is with this blood. She's drinking blood and she likes it. Look at that. What are our predictions on Fatima? Will she make it next episode? I tend to think not. But who knows? You're not a prisoner here. I'm trying to protect you. He really thinks he's doing the right thing. But I really want to talk about this little quote right here. I remembered my dream, and that helped Boyd save the town. When he was talking about the baby. So I'm trying to figure out what he means by that. Let's move off of Elgin for a bit before I move on to my next segment. We're going to talk about Tabitha. That's just a little. We're going to save Tabitha for the end. Who is Tabitha? What is Tabitha? What do you think Tabitha is? She's not Miranda. Speaking of that, the community poll, I believe it was 68% of you said Tabitha is Tabitha, so I'm not the only one. Victor, of course, feels he is no help, and he is correct. Nothing burger twice. Suitcase, nothing. It wasn't Jasper, it was the boy in white. Nothing burgers. But yeah, so anyway, she touches him, and then we get that that's so Tabitha moment. She's seeing a little glimpse of something, but then Sarah asks her, what happened when you touch him? Like she knows what's going on a little bit. My thing is, I just think they're kind of similar. Sarah has her thing where she can kind of hear voices, like when she went to the dungeon and, when she stood in that spot, she was able to hear things, feel things of that nature. She wasn't able to see things like Tabitha. So I do think, she sees that they have that thing in common. But we're going to get back to Tabitha at the end. We're going to talk about the three since they all kind of showed up right after one another. Got Julie here. Just getting on my nerves. Like, just tell him what you saw. Oh, it was nothing. I blacked out. Mariel's a sleeper agent, man. She's a sleeper. She's gonna show her true colors next episode. Drink this. What's in that cup? Why she looking so excited? Ugh. But yeah, Jim's trying to, get the story out. I walked inside. I blacked out. Just downplaying it. That got on my nerves. I'm like, it's time to talk, everybody. It's time to talk. Let's communicate. So, yeah, she says her and Randall went into the woods. And of course, Jim had thought the worst, her new daddy. But so yeah, he goes to confront Randall here, and I'm just, you know what? I might change my mind. Let's put Randall in the box. Because I'm tired of him seeing these bugs. And that's all we see. Him just seeing bugs. He don't want to talk. And I feel like it's just the same thing. Let's put Randall in the box. I'll change my mind. Then Randall tells him to get a van and teach your kid how to drive. You think we gonna get that scene? Jim ain't got enough time to teach her how to drive, man. The next town massacre is coming. Let's get to the stuff I really want to talk about. This is one of my favorite parts of the episode right here. And of course, Boyd's Parkinson's is back. So he's breaking the news to Ellis here. And of course, it's getting worse. It's not only the hand, it's moved down to the leg. Is it a wrap for Boyd, y'all? Y'all think Boyd gonna make it? He's gotta make it. Honestly, I do not see this show making it without Harold. So they gotta keep him in there. He's bulletproof. But they're doing a good job of making us think that he's gonna die. But if he's gonna die, it's gonna be at the end of the series. Season 4 renewed, by the way. If y'all missed that news, season 4 is renewed. Yeah, Boyd has plot armor, super plot armor. Boyd is supposed to bend up out of here. The monsters let him slide like 2 or 3 times. But yeah, Boyd can't go. He questions whether this place is trying to break him through. Fatima, yes. So yeah, you better get saved. If he don't save Fatima, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. I like this wording he used. I'm sitting here like a effing gimp. A gimp. Who says that? But yeah, boy was gold this scene. And then after this, of course, we got the nurse knocking at the door. We got the nurse knocking at the door. And yes, I got it on the soundboard.
Shut your fucking mouth!
That was gold, right? That was one of my favorite moments. This automatically gave this episode an 8 for me. I didn't give my overall grade. 8.5. I'm gonna say 8.5. I did say 9, but after I calmed down, I was like, they didn't give us no revelations. I gotta take a couple points off. They gave us a revelation as far as Tabitha is concerned, but other than that, we didn't get anything for an episode called Revelation. So I had to take a couple points off of that. I'm gonna go with 8.5 this episode. I thought it was a great episode. Some people didn't like it. I like this episode. Did I get that? I know I got it. Yep. All these monsters are petty. So you get the entire season of 6. It was really slow. We had like no answers until like the last few episodes. It's going to depend if you're an answers person, if you're a story person, if you're an action person, it's going to depend. But right now I feel like, let me see. I threw a couple 7s, some 8s, some 9s. So it's got to be at least 7, like 7.5 right now, 7.5, close to 8 maybe. I think it was just this moment, right? After this moment, I was sold. Boy did that thing, man. You found 7? I'm gonna be tuning in. I'm gonna be tuning in to your review. I need you to list all 7. Who are the voices? Who are the voices? Who do y'all think the voices are? Yeah, so she's trying to put back to she finally puts together this snow man that Kenny so rudely destroyed. You got to put him in the box for that, right? She starts to hear the voices, and then a little bit later on, she comes to um, Ellis and Boyd after they have their conversation. Fatima didn't leave on her own. Something took her. They want you to know she's close. They were laughing. They know you won't find her in time. I feel this seems like something the monsters would do. Can the monsters communicate with Sarah? That's kind of what I think the voices are. It was too happy once the snowman was put back together, so evil had to come through and ruin things. Okay. I like that. He gonna break your happiness. That kind of puts something to that whole they're being watched.
I feel like something is watching me.
Being watched. Everything is changing. Should Victor have chopped down that damn tree? That's all he had to do. When he said, "Can you help me?" and Boy and White said, "Oh, you not gonna help me? I'm gonna chop down this tree. Let's see if you help me then." Because Boy and White sure didn't want him to chop down that tree. Excuse me, Teen and White. My bad. The Boy and White is dead. He's dead. He's out of here. It's the Teen and White is here. And of course, they cleverly wrote in a way to, as far as the issue with the growth spurt. So, but I thought they were going to do that anyway, because we already have the painting of the Boy in White as a man. So he eventually needs to get to that point anyway, right? So that was my thoughts. Why won't you help us? Boy in White was sassy this episode. He said, "I tried to help y'all." He gave him the board. "I'm trying to help you people." But he says everything is changing now. So is that good or bad? Is that good or bad? I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. Why is the Boy in White so angry? Why is he so mad that he's growing up? And after that, he walks off. Always walking off. Why it look like he trying to scratch his ass out of this search for Fatima? We're gonna start off at the diner. We filled the road. The road has been filled. Bhakta is the new cook. Ethan doesn't like her food. He wants his pancakes. But soon after this, he goes to the bathroom. I thought there was gonna be something with that scene. I thought something was gonna happen, but he just went to the bathroom and he came out. I thought something was gonna happen, but nothing came of that. But Boyd calls his town meeting. Wants Donna here, tell him she's not gonna tell about Fatima. Solid move. And then they call town hall meeting, right? Fatima's missing. I like this scene right here. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't have that one on the board. I need to put that one on there. Then we get this right here, man. Diabolical. You need someone to search with? I thought it was over with for Ellis in this episode. I thought Elgin had that dog in him. When they was at the brothers, I thought he had that dog in him. I thought he was gonna drown him, but nothing happened. I was like, why do you have your back turned? What are you doing, Ellis? I still think Ellis is gonna die from stupidity. But anyway, so they pair up. Boyd and Kenny pair up. We have a conversation between them. Once again, shades of, what was it, season 1, I believe, or season 2, where, hey, I need somebody to take over just in case I die. And Kenny's like, fuck that. I don't want that. I'll be your deputy though. They not finna break me. I'm already broken. But just them having these conversations, it's like y'all don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. I need you. And all we always talk about somebody replacing this person, somebody replacing this person, like Bacta replacing Tien Chin. And it's just like, we're not getting out of here. So get ready for at least 3 more seasons TV theories. I know you want to end in season 4. And Acosta here. Acosta's paired up with Donna here. And just pay attention to this sentence. I don't understand you people. What do you mean, you people? And then she says, I'm a good cop. This is an immediate red flag. She's gonna be trouble. Yep, she's not a good. Usually when you lead with that, I'm a good cop. I'm not racist. my, my my brother's wife is this color. I can't be racist. I don't know. Oh, we got to talk about Jade. Let's talk about Jade for a minute. I ain't gonna stay too long on him. You know, he's trying to once again find the answers or whatnot. But we just kind of going around in circles at that point. He's putting bottles on trees, okay. But we did get Jasper, the Nothing Burger, and Christopher here, right? And I thought Christopher was gonna say something. So we still haven't really heard Christopher talk. We've heard him talk, but they kind of muted the sound when he was talking to Boyd and White. So, but yeah, we get the doll screaming again. Is Jasper gonna talk? Nah, Jasper's not gonna talk. But let me see here. So we get a little jump scare as far as that's concerned. Then he gets to talking to Henry. Do y'all still think Henry is suspect? Y'all still think he's planning something behind the scenes? I just think he's an old drunk guy that has issues, parenting issues. Um, I don't know. I personally think Henry is here to die. He's here to die. The sacrifice is coming. Henry is sus. Still think Henry is sus? We might see that. That would be a surprise of a lifetime if he ends up doing something diabolical. But right now, I'm not seeing it. Oh yeah, okay. Jim, Ethan. It's not Thomas. Of course, it's not Thomas. It's the troll monster. Then we get the channel 16, like we had 47 on the radio in the prior season. So what's the meaning of 16? I have no clue. All right. I think it's time. Main event. Tabitha's Revelation. Who is Tabitha? Is she Miranda? Is she Eloise? Is she just Tabitha? Y'all already know what I think. While y'all get y'all comments together as far as who you think Tabitha is, let's go ahead and run down what happened. Yeah, so we get Tabitha and Julie paired together. They see the kids and Aunt Cooey. I think Aunt Cooey does mean remember. There's that theory out there. Aunt Cooey means remember. Because the kid shows up, they follow the kid to the cellar or whatever, and then she has a vision. She's remembering stuff. So I think there's something to that theory. Aunt Cooey means remember. I'm gonna go with that. But anyway, she did say something kind of weird here. You'll never be alone here. And Christy said that too to Kenny. You'll never be alone. What's up with that? You'll never be alone here. I will say this. I think the kids are good. I think the kids are good. I no longer think the kids are or Benevolent. I think they're good. Another super chat from TV Theories. So if Tabitha is reincarnated, what does that mean for Ethan and Julie? That's what I'm saying. I just think it's abilities. I think they're chosen. They have certain abilities. Um, I would say I know there's evidence. I know there is the bracelet. I know what y'all gonna bring up. I've seen the comment 10,000 times in different variations. The bracelet, the song in the car. It's not enough. It's not enough for me. I'm not saying it can't be true, but it's not enough for me. Um, I do think. Well, I'm not ready to get to my answer yet. Let's get to. Let me finish this breakdown first. We go down to the bottom of the cellar, and Vic is so sus right here. I thought he was about to do something. Yes, you were the reason she died. I'm not gonna call him. He's the reason she died. If you would have stayed out of grown folks' business, walking down to that basement, and then telling, your mama would still be alive. It's your fault. Just a little boy, and then have her "That's So Tabitha" moment. Right? She remembers Miranda here. We get boy Smiley. I don't know if he's gonna be brought back through this baby. There's still the this is the reincarnation of Smiley. I think that would be dope. But we at least got a cameo from him. I heard he was returning in some shape, form, or fashion. So this might just be it. And he can run, y'all. He charged her ass like a linebacker. So they can run. I think they can still run. They just choose not to. Just like I think they can kill Boyd. Boyd is not special. They just enjoy the slow burn, the breaking of Boyd. And of course, Tabitha, she's losing her mind. No, 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 no. Don't touch me. Some of y'all brought this up, you know. She said, "Don't touch me." And then immediately grab Victor's hand here. That was like 2 seconds, y'all. That was 2 seconds. Then she first like, don't touch me. I think in that flash, she's like, she saw what happened to Miranda. I would probably have a little sympathy. I'm like, okay, let me hold your hand for a bit now that I know what you've been through. And then we end there. Great cliffhanger, right? So who is Miranda? Who do I think Miranda is? Man, um, it could be a reincarnation of Tabitha, but then we go down this wormhole of okay, uh, Miranda is supposed to be a reincarnation of somebody, and that person is supposed to be a reincarnation of somebody else, and that person is supposed to be a reincarnation of somebody else to wherever this thing started from. So I would say at least Tabitha is either the original person by default that started this whole cycle, or maybe a collection of souls. She saw Miranda. She saw the child by the rocks or whatever. So I don't think it's necessarily directly she's a reincarnation of Miranda. I just think she sees different visions of the people before her. Um, but for the most part, she's filling the role of Miranda and the people that came before her. But I tend to lean on the side of uh, she's just gifted. She's finding out who she is now, right? Maybe she just needed a trigger. And we got we're going live Sunday at 2 p.m. Yes, TV theories. Make sure to subscribe to her channel. We gonna see what happens. We gonna see what happens. We when we get to that Ethan going outside. She's an Ethan apologist, y'all. She's one of them. She's one of them. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that. But other than that, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Of course, this Q&A has been brought to you by the members. This will be available for members. This part will be cut. So if you're not a member, if you're not here live, you don't get this portion with me just sitting here chilling, hanging out with y'all, things of that nature. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. I gotta get at least 5 hours of sleep. I gotta be back up at 1. So with that being said, I enjoyed you guys tonight. Once again, another good live for how hectically I had to get this prepared, but I think I did. I think I did all right. I think I did all right. Until then,
All I know is that it's real, and I'm fucking terrified.
I will see y'all next time, y'all. I'm out of here.